Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dewa Ayu Wulandari. You can call me Dewa Ayu. Now I would like to tell you about reading integrated with vocabulary. And the context is about the reading is very important. Second is what is this. Third is why it is. And the last is how it's applied. Without any further ado, let's start with the presentation. Why reading is very important? According to Tanro 2019, that is about the core benefits about why reading and what reading is very important. The first one is about training the brain. Researchers have shown that reading improves a complex network of curious signals uh, in the brain. As your reading ability mature, those network also get stronger and more sophisticated as tension built in the story more and more areas of a brain with activity. Brain can show it the throughout the reading period and 4 days afterward. Brain connect increase especially in a part of the brain respond to physical sensing like a movement and pain. Second is a build a vocabulary. Researchers found a student who read a book regularly, beginning as a young age, graduate develop like vocabulary. And vocabulary size can influence many areas of your life, from score on the standardized test to college admission and a job opportunity. And reading books is the best way to increase your exposure to the new world learner in the context. Next is the prevent cognitive decline. Reading book and messages has a way to keeping your ages as you grow older. Although research hasn't proved concept that reading book prevent disease, like studies show that the senior who read and solve math problem every day maintain and improve their cognitive function. And the last is about help children to develop empathy that the people who read the literary fiction story that explore the inner life of characters show that the heightened ability to understanding the feeling and belief of the student. While a single session of reading literature fiction is not likely spark the feeling, research show that the long-term fiction reader do then have be better develop theory of the mind. What is reading integrated with vocabulary? Reading integrated with vocabulary means to the word we need to know to understanding what we read. Because writing vocabulary consists to the word we need in the writing. Vocabulary play fundamental role in the reading process and contribute greatly to reader comprehension. Reader cannot understand a text without knowing what most of the without knowing what most of the mean. Student uh, learn to the meaning of the word indirectly through everyday experience with the oral and written language. Other words are learned through the carefully designed interaction. And now what's the method we can use in reading integrated with vocabulary? We can use a method GTM. According to Ratminity 2017, GTM is a method of teaching foreign language to have a student read and appreciate English literature. And because this method it implies teaching role in the reading and writing rather rather than listening and also speaking skill. Next, about why is this? Because the first one is about the method in the reading skill, and the purpose of this method to help a student to read their literary works. Because the ability to communicate is not invited to learn because reading and writing skill are language skills that are the main focus of this learning. Next is about vocabulary selection depend on the text. Words are taught through a bilingual word list of the word list is accompanied by their translation. And last is about can use a mother tongue or the target language. Because this method, we can use a student, we can use a mother tongue is allowed and can be used the main interaction tool for the student in the class. The main teaching activity is translating to the target language into mother tongue or speech pairs. If a student are able to translate of the language to another correctly, then the student can be said to be able to be master of the language well. And how it applied? We can what is technique we can use in this method? The first one is about reading comprehension. Because this give a student to give a student text to read, after which a student will be asked questions to answer. And there are three types of questions that will be give to the student. And the first one type of question is related to the text that is being read. And second is the type of a question is not directly related to the text. And the third is type the question is a question that make a student connect the text with their experience about student. And the second technique is about antonym or synonym. Antonym and synonym is a technique, teaching technique that instructs students to find different or similarity in the meaning in the text. This is using technique can enrich vocabulary as student. And the last is about the fill and the blank. Fill and the blank technique that aim to be able to train student ability and apply word or grammar rule that have been learned by a student. Because in this technique, the student are give a sentence with the overlapping part. Then the student are asked to complete their missing word with the vocabulary or grammar that most closely match the sentence. All right, I think that's all about my presentation. Thank you for attention. Thank you and see you next time. Thank you.